Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen!
Hey guys, it's fifav1ck, and here is my FIFA 13 initial first thoughts review. I have played a match here that you've seen the highlights from, Arsenal v Milan. I think I sort of chop up into highlights a game, and then after that there's just loads of goals from other games I've had. So highlights and then games. This exhibition mode is the perfect mode for FIFA to show for demo, because they really have made some cool improvements to the sort of match day feel of the exhibition matches and any matches, because they've got the club, the sort of match day live club feel. They've got up-to-date stats, up-to-date stories. I presume they're paying the commentators to actually come in every week and make a couple of sound bites on players, because obviously they talk about Giroud's goal drought, and after I score that goal they talk about how that's broke his duck and it's great to get off the mark for the club, and they do a whole spiel about Giroud. So presumably if they're going to keep that up, they're going to have to keep getting the commentators in on a weekly basis for some new snippets of commentary, which is really cool. You know, that's really authentic, and it really does feel like a match day when you play. I'm sure you guys have played it as well, but all that sort of feel. They've got some really nice additional features to sort of a match, like they've got the fourth official with the substitution boards and injury time and all that. They've got players warming up along the side of the pitch. You see that all the time now, especially in the Premier League. Players like even players celebrating with players that are warming up and all that sort of stuff. So that's cool to see in. They haven't really improved the crowd or anything like that. It still seems very one-dimensional crowd, but not really a concern of mine. And yeah, so we'll move on to some of the stuff that they've added. The skill dribble, you've seen it in bits here. I'll see if it pops up in a second. The skill dribble is it's okay. It's quite realistic in terms of, there's the fourth official guys, but it's quite realistic in terms of players do that when they're getting jockeyed. But I don't know how that's going to fare online, because if you try and do that online, chances are you're just going to get crunched by the player. You know, like, it's so different. A computer seeing that you're doing that and standing off you. Here's a bit here. Versus a player. It's cool like that. What you just saw there, that shot from Diaby, he overstretched there and so couldn't get his shot off properly. That's cool. That is very realistic and a cool animation, and that all looks very slick. Very frustrating when it happens to you, but it is very unique. It's a very real sort of thing, which is cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure about the first touch. I'm not sure how it'll play out in FIFA Street. It's a mechanism for forcing you to not be able to tackle very well. There virtually is no way of cleanly tackling someone in FIFA Street. So it's like, yeah, I'll do skills, you stand off, now it's your turn. But it's not like that in this. So I'm really not sure how it's going to work online. The first touch control, the skill dribble. The first touch control, I'm really pleased with. I think it's really cool. I think it's nicely balanced. Over time, hopefully, everyone will be able to get used to it, used to why it does it when it does it, and all that sort of good stuff. It's obviously got rules. You know, if you're on the half turn, if the player's good enough, he will deal with it. If he's not, he won't. It'll be a bad touch if you're on the turn, or if you're on the sprint and it's just behind you and all that sort of stuff. The odd one will bobble out of nowhere, but that's okay. But yeah, really liking the first touch, and I think it might make, obviously it's not making too much of a difference with these guys, the Premier League players and Serie A players, but it'd be interesting to see what Northampton Town versus Norwich looks like, or something like that. The bronze, it might really make a refreshing change to bronze matches on Ultimate Team. So that's cool. That's really cool. That I can't wait to see how bronze players deal with the first touch control. One worrying thing for Ultimate Team that seems to be a factor is there's a terrible touch there from Jenkinson, who is a silver player, I think, in this one. One worrying thing for Ultimate Team is they seem to have really disregarded skills. I think it's clearly FIFA's mandate to go as realistic as possible. Realism. And that's cool, but Ultimate Team's always been a bit arcadey. And the worry is, because so many players have gone down from 5-star skills to 4 and 4 to 3. From the lists I'm getting, from the lists I'm hearing, the little pass you saw there, the back heel pass, I think it's R1 and pass, you know, where you do a little trick pass. That was just for showing off in FIFA 12, but in FIFA 13, it is going to be massive, guys. It will be what gets you goals a lot of the time. You will need that little extra pass to unlock a defence. So really work on your skill passing, or finesse, fancy passing, you know, flair passing, I guess. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, skills getting nerfed. Loads of players have got nerfed on skills, and the worry on Ultimate Team is that creates really expensive players. Like, if there's only 12 5-star skillers in the game, those 12 players in Ultimate Team are going to be so expensive to buy. And yeah, and that's a bit of a shame, because I think it's quite a legitimate way of I think it's quite a legitimate way to play Ultimate Team, you know, to skill it up if you want to skill it up. Certainly prefer that to running down the wings, crossing and heading. But there you go. Animation there from the goalie, really cool. Tries to drag it back. There's loads of cool volley animation, and they have tightened all that up. The faces and graphics do look slicker, but not massively improved. I think it's funny how it goes in sort of cycles with FIFA. Like FIFA, I thought did a really good job of Ultimate Team last year, and I think Ultimate Team's gonna get left out a little bit in all this year. I think Virtual Pro and Career Mode are the ones that they've really worked on this year, and so it might just be our Ultimate Teamers, it might just be our turn to take one on the chin in some respects. But I'm certainly looking forward to seeing the new bits of Career Mode and stuff. So there's quite a few stuff there, guys. I couldn't go into too much detail, but let me know your comments of your first impressions in the comments below. Cheers, guys.